Another game, another Barcelona win. The wins are racking up, guys. We're slowly getting into a pace. We're slowly getting into a groove. Hopefully, this momentum carries forward. And there were a lot of positives to take away from today's game. Well, first of all, welcome back, Lewandowski. I can't emphasize how much we've really lacked that true number nine presence in the box while Lewandowski was out. Ferran is great off the ball. He makes a lot of great movements off the ball, but he cannot play with his back towards the goal. He cannot, he's not great in link up play. He's not great in hold up play. He can't sniff out goals like Lewandowski can. And Lewandowski is getting up there in age. We all know that. We all know that he's close to his retirement, and he's still performing. He's still up there. He just scored a hat trick, and what a hat trick it was. He did a little bit of everything. He scored a tap in. He scored a brilliant header. He scored a penalty. Yeah, that was great. Another person I want to really commend is Frankie De Jong. Frankie De Jong put in an absolutely monstrous performance. He was all over the field. He did a great job. That was one of the best games I've seen Frankie play. And he literally controlled the entire game. He linked up with the defense really well. He defended himself really well. He linked up with the attack really well. He was lively. He was making things happen. And I noticed that De Jong was playing particularly very deep today. And so the formation was more like a 4-3-3, the conventional Barca formation that we're so used to seeing before the Hansi Flick era. Frankie de Jong was at times even sliding into centre back and defending really deep. That was something different to see. And also, if you noticed, I think this was the first time, at least this season, we're seeing Dani Olmo play alongside Fermin Lopez. And it was interesting. It actually worked out pretty well. Fermin Lopez was a bit more advanced. He played his natural attacking cam role. And I think Dani Olmo was a little bit more deeper. He was playing more of a central mid role. And honestly, Dani Olmo hasn't performed. I bring this up every video, but Dani Olmo has been having a pretty bad season. And it just seems like this was one of his better performances. Let's just put it that way. He did play okay, but I was glad to see that he could play alongside Fermin Lopez. I thought that was a combination we'd never see, but interesting, and that was good to see. Yeah, I think again Balde made a mistake for the first goal. He was away from the rest of the line, and that's what played the striker on goal. He was onside and he took it and he just scored it like he was on the training ground. I really don't know what's up with Balde. He's been putting a string of bad performances lately, and hopefully he gets the advice he needs and he can get back to his best form. The second half was actually pretty encouraging to me. You all know how Celta Vigo always turns into prime Real Madrid against Barcelona for some reason. Diego Aspas turns into Cristiano Ronaldo against us. It always happens. It happened for years. Thankfully, this time nothing happened, and I don't think we should take that lightly because the defense we saw in our second half was really good. Not just the back line, but also the defending done by the midfielders. Even the defending done by our front three, like the press, was really good in the second half. And that just gave me a glimpse of hope into what we can expect in the future. If we defend like we did in the second half against Celta Vigo for the rest of the season, that would honestly be great. That would be such a step up. Everything was flowing well, everything was coordinated really well. And I was really happy to see that Celta Vigo wasn't really a threat in the second half. They didn't really do much because we weren't giving them opportunities to do anything. And I think that's important to note. In other news, Lamine Yamal has skipped his international break and will not be training with Spain. You can see this very wide smile on my face because I was praying for days like this. I was praying for days when Barcelona would just put their foot down, like Real Madrid does every single international break, and just fake an injury or not send their player to these meaningless international games. Spain is already qualified for the World Cup. There's absolutely no reason why Lamine Yamal should be needed for these games, and I don't know why Luis de la Fuente is whining that he's acting like he's shocked, as if like Barcelona did something like they committed treason or something. He was the guy who, in just a few months ago, injected Lamine Yamal with painkillers and did inform the Barcelona staff. So it doesn't feel good to be on the other side now, does it, Luis de la Fuente? Anyways, I'm so happy that Barcelona made this decision and didn't let Lamine Yamal go. I really think Yamal needs a period of rest. He cannot play so many games back to back, especially with this tricky pubalgia injury. The doctors in Barcelona are saying that they've caught it early and they've also hired a Belgian specialist to come in and look at the issue. And things are progressing well, and hopefully he recovers. And it is a tricky injury to manage, which is why he needs this rest in between whenever he can get it. That's great. I hope Yamal recovers fully. In other news today, Lionel Messi. Man, it's been so long since I've associated Messi's name with anything related to Barca in the news. He's kept himself away from Barcelona and commenting on Barcelona too much when he was in PSG and now in Inter Miami. And yesterday, he made an appearance into Camp Nou. He didn't inform the club, he didn't inform anybody. He just went with his bodyguard, Rodrigo de Paul. And that was such a beautiful moment, not just for Barcelona fans, but football fans in general. We all know that Messi didn't get the farewell he deserved. He didn't leave the club of his dreams the way he wanted to on his own terms. That was, I think, the biggest stain on Joan Laporta's legacy. He didn't really handle that situation well. He wasn't transparent with the media, he wasn't transparent with the fans, and probably he wasn't transparent with Messi either. I remember exactly where I was the moment I heard the news of Messi leaving, and I was devastated. Okay, I was absolutely devastated, and to see this wholesome moment of him returning to Barcelona, returning to Camp Nou, soaking it all in, looking at basically the stadium that he built is a beautiful feeling, and I don't think Barcelona fans will ever forget Messi's contribution to our club. I just hope he gets the farewell that he deserves. Maybe he could sign a 1 day contract and retire in Barcelona colors. Maybe he could play for half a season for us on the bench. I don't know, we'll see. But that was just a very wholesome moment. And on that note, I'm going to end this video. It was a short one, but I just wanted to get something out to you guys. I've been out all week, and so it's time to get back on the grind. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Visca Barca.